welcome to the Morning Spike on the Dynasty Pylon channel. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Martin. And if you're like us, you just had one of the best days of watching football and just enjoying quality football. And Jalen Hurts is the man. Just want to start the show off saying that, wow, the Eagles look great. So how's it going, Martin?
Good. Just, I don't know. So I was watching it last night, but I didn't really get to hear it much. Because when you're in a loud environment, like at the bars or something, it's just like, or a grill or anywhere like an environment, like a restaurant, and they have TVs everywhere. And then you're good there with good people, with your friends and family. It's just, there's no hearing that game. There's no hearing that game. I got home and then I heard that Daniel Jones lost the contact at some point.
They were just beating his ass. That's just what it came down to.
I mean,
the Eagles defense came to play. That's what really boils down to. They were resting. They were playing possum week 18, and they came in. They were doing exotic blitzes. They were doing tackle in twist. They were doing A-gap. They were doing everything. It was crazy. A-gap blitzes. It was nuts. I'm just watching them like, all right. And then even if they were just rushing forward, they were dominating them. They were throwing them to the backfield. There's nothing Daniel Jones could have done. Saquon did crap. There was nothing. They had no chance.
Yeah. There was some runs where I saw Saquon pop off for a good 20 to 30 yarder, but on that, I was like, yeah. I mean,
I don't know, man. That really made me think the Eagles, if Jalen Hurts can play like he played like that, that game, they're gonna be real tough out. You gotta hope that they mess up. There's no way they're not gonna. I mean, Saquon had 61 yards, and that's the best. He was the brightest.
Those are probably the ones I only saw.
That's the brightest spot in the whole game.
Oh man, 38-7. I mean, it was like 0-0, 7-0, and it was 4. So 0-14, 0-14, 7-0, 0-10.
Yep.
If you break down the quarters, it was just nuts. Every single time I looked up, Eagles were basically dominating. So at that point, it was like, well, all right. But yesterday
they ran for 268 yards on them. The Giants have a good rushing defense. They ran for 268 yards.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know. I mean, I guess when you want it more, I guess. So I'm actually looking at some of these. Oh crap, where'd it go? So I'm looking at what the stats were from yesterday's game. So Jalen Hurts basically completed 16 to 24.
Yep.
154 yards, 2 touchdowns, 9 carries, 30. So not all like when you say he's amazing, like you look at those numbers, they weren't really that amazing.
It was,
but I feel like he was more like
it was just he was in
smart decisions. Is what he was making, because when you compare it, it was almost where Daniel Jones almost did the same.
No, so Daniel Jones
yards,
but the problem didn't get the ball. The problem literally for Daniel Jones was that people were dropping the ball for him. Like there was no help at all. Devontae Smith was doing well. Goddard, like literally, Jalen was just passing to everybody. And how many punts did they even have? I don't. They had 3 punts in the entire game. Like they were legit kicking their ass the entire game.
What's up, Michael? I don't know. I don't think so.
Not with their offensive line like this.
I don't know. I disagree, but we'll see.
So the Bengals right guard Kappa is out, and the left tackle Williams is out versus the Bills. And that rush, like I don't know. That's tough. I don't know.
So legit, the Simpsons meme in the 4th.
Stop! He's already dead.
No, and here's the thing. Like, so I'm looking at, and then Gainwell, basically, in the 4th quarter was
Gainwell.
It was just all Gainwell.
So the game was already over. So they were just trying to salt it away, and then Miles Sanders.
They didn't want to use
They said,
Sanders.
Miles, they said, sit down. You get hurt too easily, so we're gonna bubble wrap you to next week. We'll break and seal later, and just show that
Sanders still pretty good.
I didn't know Gainwell was that good. I mean, I've heard you say this before, but I didn't know he was that explosive.
He is, but the problem is it's his size. Like he's not. He's 5'9", 200. Like he's just a little bowling ball. He's not. He can't truck people because of his size. By being 5'9", that hurts him.
Well, you know what? He has a great offensive line behind him.
Yeah,
that's in front of him. Really, I think coming into the season, you were concerned. We knew Kelsey was great, but we didn't know how those two guards were going to be, and those two guards turned to be Pro Bowl type guards.
Yeah.
So now they have 5 Pro bowlers right there. That's crazy.
Right. And Michael, yes, but you also remember that the Bengals almost lost to the Ravens too.
Yeah, Huntley literally won the game.
Both of these teams
just
are in a situation where they almost lost. Both of them almost lost.
Yeah.
So let me remind you that Cincinnati was in a really weird situation. Same with the Bills. So I'm not surprised. I think the Bills are most motivated after what happened with Lamar and losing that top spot 45-35. Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, these guys are getting to compete. The other team, we all feel sorry for what happened, and it sucks because Lamar, I'm sure we all wanted to see him out there, but the problem is, I just, at the end of the day, it's going to be a competitive sport.
Yep.
There's Martin hating on people under 6 foot. You sound like most women. Hi, Braden. I love how you just come in, and whenever it comes to height, you just love to jump in and say something.
It didn't bother me at all.
It's the stupidest joke. It's the stupidest joke, and it's getting old.
It didn't bother me
I like
at all.
Receivers that happen to be over 6'2", because ideally that's a good size for tight ends at 6'4", and 6'2", 220 receivers are ideally pretty good. And when it comes to running backs under 6 foot, they're usually kick returners or punt returners.
You can't say that, Bill, because who the greatest running backs ever, Barry Sanders.
No, I know that, but I'm in today's running back age, look at these guys are getting bigger and faster.
That's true. That's very true.
And it's just Braden it's like he has an alarm. He probably stopped working right now, and he heard size, and it triggered him. So he had to switch tabs, jump on the show just to say that. By the way, Braden, last night at the awards, Sylvia retired. She decided to just I'm pretty sure you saw in the notifications. She retired, and I don't know. Do you know who took over? if you don't
have
know,
a very happy household. That's all you got to say. It's gonna be very
not during the playoffs. They're not.
I mean, it's gonna be very interesting.
The Ravens have an amazing defense. Yeah, but so do the Bills. So do the Bills. Look, man, I'm not gonna say that Miami doesn't have a chance.
Miami had a great rush. That's what they did too. I mean, they were putting pressure on Huntley. On Josh Allen. I mean, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if Josh doesn't throw interceptions, I think this game they win by 8.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of it has to do with Josh on this game. There's no turnovers. It's going to be a very interesting game. Do I see, honestly, I would love for the Bills to go and play Kansas City, and
that's the dream matchup.
Fight off. That's what I want to see.
That's the dream matchup. But the Bengals could throw a monkey wrench into all of that because they beat Kansas City 3 times last year. 3 times in 2022. They could do that. And plus,
OC?
I got to say, what Joe Burrow said, talk about his playoff window. He said, the window's my entire career. That's our playoff window. The most boss thing I ever heard anyone say. I was like, yeah, I'll play for that guy.
I mean, look, I respect all of these teams. They're really good. And honestly, I'm okay with any of these teams making it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have an issue with any of these teams making it to the Super Bowl, like any of these teams. I would enjoy whichever matchup we see. But again, getting there is going to be the issue, and I'm still curious on what's going to happen. Like yesterday, obviously we saw the Eagles, and then we saw
Mahomes.
Kansas City.
So that's the other thing. That
Mahomes is
ankle
banged up.
That ankle looked bad. I don't know how he stayed in the game. First of all, I have no idea. He definitely couldn't step into his throws, and with only a week and having defenses that know how to come after him, that's gonna be really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if the team that wins today makes it to the Super Bowl because of Mahomes being injured like that. He's having an MRI right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we find out he has some strained ligament. He's going to play regardless. They're going to tape up. He's going to play, but he won't be Mahomes. The thing that makes Mahomes is he's elusive. Yeah. He can run. He can, he's going to do these.
The last time
passes.
This happened, Chad Henne came in and destroyed.
Yeah, he destroyed everybody. Yeah.
So they're in a good spot.
But if Josh Allen, if Mahomes, the only difference between the team is Mahomes' greatness. Mm-hmm. It's not that much, or Burrow and Josh Allen. That's 1, 2, 3. Mahomes might be number 1, but Josh Allen's 2, and Burrow's right behind him.
Right. I don't know. Well, I mean, it's just if Chad Henne ends up going in because Mahomes just can't throw, or because he's not stable enough, I'm not too worried about that offense. I'm still not too worried. I've seen Chad Henne play, and he's probably, like, I'm not saying he's the best backup, but he's a reliable one.
He's what a backup is. If you have to,
and he's not a terrible one either. So,
yeah. But no, if you plan for him, then he's not going to do as well. But when he's coming off the bench, he's a different type of. He's a big guy. He has a decent arm. He knows the offense, and he's going to utilize the weapons.
Right. So, they'll be fine somehow. I saw she retired,
and who she
passed the baton to. You'll find out.
Enjoy your house. That's all I want to say.
Caleb Williams. I'm not. No, we're not.
No, so he's saying that because they kept the OC for the Saints.
No, I know.
Terrible again.
It's just like as the court. Whatever. Was it Ryan? Right? They're asking for Ryan, aren't they? That's the last thing I got.
With Saints?
Mm-hmm. They asked for like Ryan Nielsen or something like that.
I know they asked for asked for
an interview for
the
OC,
interview.
Though. Are they really actually?
Yeah, but they're keeping their
defense,
OC. Yeah, they're keeping their OC.
Yeah, I didn't look at any of that.
I was like, I don't know why.
Yeah.
All these other teams are doing all this crazy stuff, and no. So anyone love the biased Eagles game last night? It's been an all season considering some of the good teams they played. Therapy, you don't control who you play. It's the playoffs. It's just
yeah.
The same team just beat Minnesota.
Nah, dude, you've been fine. Henne looked like good as Mahomes. Yeah, I mean, he's always been all right. He's been fine. It's just, again, like Kansas City can't pull it off with him, with Henne.
I don't know if they could. They have enough talent because they're missing some of that talent they had before.
I mean, the whole game, I don't know, but I feel like if Mahomes actually went, like, I think if Mahomes popped off for a little bit, Henne's a good.
Oh, if he got hurt in the third quarter, Henne could bring them home.
Yes, he could finish it.
Yeah, he could bring them home. That's not a question.
A whole game, Henne, I don't know.
I don't know if he could do it because, I mean, last year he had Tyreek Hill. So, when you have Tyreek Hill,
this year,
you only you have is Kelsey. That's all you have.
Yeah.
That's literally in Pacheco.
Pretty much.
That's the offense right there.
Freaking Pacheco. Every time he goes off for like a good 80-yard freaking bomb, right? Like he just takes off. I swear he looks just like Hill. It's that number 10. It's that number 10.
It's the explosiveness.
Yeah. He just looks like Hill just because he's wearing the number 10. It's so weird. She texted us last night saying she was in. Now, she needed to help her. And that was the thing. We were telling her about it, and I was like, they're gonna help you to an extent, but I don't know how much they're gonna help you. Because here's the thing.
No one wants to be last.
So she retired, and then Patty has been bugging me every year about Dynasty. I'm like, we have this same argument every year, and she forgets that I say it's locked up. Dynasty leagues get locked up until somebody leaves or until somebody retires, or so that you cannot replace them, or until I feel like you are not worthy to be in my league, which that happens to be the case for somebody. And which in this year specifically, we're getting 2 people in. So I told her she has 3 to 4 months to figure it out, maybe 2. Especially by March.
By draft time, you gotta know what you're doing.
By March, because waivers will happen up in March. We will help her on Thursdays after our waiver wire goes through. Yeah. Yeah. That's fine. I get it. But other than that, though, she knows nothing about defense. But I told her, everybody who I brought in to my league had no clue with what individual defensive players were until they actually listened to me or actually talked to me. But then they realized, once they saw it, they realized, okay, now I understand this. The good thing about it is, in my league, your first year is free. If you mess up that year, guess what? You didn't really lose anything. You just got the experience. Now, if you're going to come back the following year, then you pay. So she has one whole season to figure it out, technically.
No, well, you have to be preparing this year. Your first year, you have to prepare for the next year. That's just what you have.
I understand that. I understand that. But if you're joining in my league, it's different, because you got to figure it out.
Yeah.
That whole, if it's something new to you. Now she's in because the baton got passed from the previous owner to her. So at that point, I had no control over that, because it was her decision that gave it to somebody else. I'm like, look, that's on you. But it is what it is. Apparently the Saints want Carr now. I'm not gonna say anything until they figure out their budget. Lost 12,000 because I picked Mahomes. Fantasy and Prize Picks. Oh my gosh. I only played 1 snap and it counts. Nah. Look, how much did you put in, man?
Yeah, like the losers, wow. I mean, Mahomes played a lot of the game. I don't what are you talking about?
I don't know. Tell her to take Stephon Gilmore, Bobby Wagner, best dynasty. Okay. Jonathan, you act like we're new. You don't think that those guys are like on rosters already? Come on now. I have Bobby Wagner. Stephon Gilmore is owned by somebody else. I already know this. There's no way. She's gonna have to figure it out. Look, if Squeaky Wheel gets through, right?
Yep.
She's been hounding me for the last 3 years, and she keeps forgetting. Every year we have, every awards ceremony we have, she comes in with Mark or somebody who's in the league because it's family. She goes, when am I getting? I'm like, we have the same argument every year. I can't just let you in. And she forgets every year, and now she's finally in, and now she needs to figure it out on her own. I'm not helping her. She needs to figure it out. Only put a 50, and so wasn't too mad.
Well, I mean, look at Pat Mahomes' numbers. Okay. I mean, Pat Mahomes was 22 of 30 for 195 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a 112 quarterback rating.
So you didn't really lose. Okay, yeah, I mean, you didn't really lose $12,000. Yeah. You missed out on the opportunity.
You missed out on him doing for 300 yards. That's what you missed out on.
You lost 50, bro. See, the way you made it sound is you bet $1,200.
And you could have won $12,000 or something like that.
Yeah, like that's what, when I read this, lost $1,200 because I picked Mahomes. That's what I read. But you only put 50 in. So you missed out on the opportunity to earn yourself $1,200. Yeah, okay. Stephon, he dropped him then. All right, well,
There's nothing you can do about it.
Here's
right
the
now.
thing, though. Here's the thing, Braden. She probably doesn't even know who Stephon Gilmore is, bro. She doesn't even know who that is. Last night, I told her, okay, and here's the thing. Last night I told her, all right, you have Lawrence on your team. He plays tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
Your homework is to watch him and what he does. She don't know who that is. I'm like, you're gonna figure it out.
You don't know who
DeMarcus
Lawrence is?
Hold on. And I'm like, you're gonna figure it out tomorrow. Because you're gonna look at 94 and he's opposite side of Micah Parsons. You're gonna start watching him and you're gonna figure it out. Because right now is the time to figure it out. You still have some games and you got to figure it out.
And
all she does is offense. Yep. You bugged me and you bugged me and bugged me, and you finally got in, and now you're confused as hell.
You'll have to learn.
You got to learn. And Patty, if you're not watching this is I already told. She's like, I don't know defense. I'm like, your son literally has a show about individual defensive players, and she starts laughing, and I'm like, you have no excuse for her to not know what's gonna go on, because we
eventually she can just go to the next door. All she had to do is go next door and knock on the door.
All she's done is redraft in IDP. She is now getting herself in a Dynasty IDP. That's two things she's never done before, and she's going into. And I'm like, all right, like I said, your first year is free. Well, I need him to play for the whole first half, and he got 5 more points in the first half, and I would have won.
Yeah, well, you missed it by one turned ankle. That's what happened. One turned ankle, because you realize his numbers are still better than Jalen Hurts' numbers, but Jalen Hurts balled out. They also ran for almost 300 yards. So
yeah, and plus we got to drop a few guys before. Yeah, absolutely. But here's the thing: March is going to happen. People are going to probably make some moves in March, because that's what we do. Like, that's how I open up. I right now it's locked up. I renew the season the day after Super Bowl, just so I can have whoever's in, and then kind of gives us a month. Like right now, you can make trades. That's about it. But the rosters aren't going to be ideally to the roster limit. Does that make sense? You might have more, you might have less. But in February, you could fix that. March, you could definitely fix that, because now you can remove people, add people.
Is it March 15th or is the week before? March 8th.
I do it a week before the actual NFL.
So March 8th, yeah. So
that week. Because that's when all the rumors of somebody can go here, somebody can go there. That's what I normally do. Also, I need AJ Brown for 25 yards. Yeah. So best of luck to you, my guy.
That was bad.
I might be valuable. Yeah, you're a real funny guy. You're a real funny guy. Yeah. I know who LeBron James is, Jonathan.
I mean, do you really?
Yes, I know who LeBron James is. Yes, I know who LeBron. Look, basketball sucks. I don't care what you guys say. It is soft. It's soft. It's soft.
It's a different game. That's all it is. It's different.
Okay. We'll leave it at that. It's a different game that is not to my liking. But look, don't be coming in here and telling me LeBron James this and LeBron James that. You only trigger basketball, and then it makes me say crap about it, which triggers Brian. And then
I got my Jordan jersey right here. You never know.
Good for you.
I'm always ready. Always ready, Chicago. Let's go.
But I'm just saying, you come in here, you talk basketball. I'm only gonna take a dump on it, and then you guys
gonna be arguing, and then
see, this is what you started.
And then Jonathan's gonna say LeBron James is the greatest of all time, and now I'm like, no, Michael is. He say you're only gonna use the 6th championship argument. And I'm like, that's the only argument I need.
Are you saying I would say that?
No, that's what Jonathan will say, and then then the argument will start, and then next year it'll never end. That's how it goes.
I would say if I had to watch one sport the rest of my life, I would watch football. Hey, that's me. I watch others, but I don't pay attention to it religiously. Like, don't get me wrong, I watch hockey, but
hockey is better now because
it was telling
hard.
Me players. Forget about it.
It's hard to watch because you can't even follow the puck. Now that we have HD TVs, you can start seeing stuff and you can see how things form. It's just like I think hockey's harder to watch than soccer. I can watch soccer a lot more than I can watch hockey personally.
See, I only watch soccer every 4 years, and that time is just passed, just recently, just passed.
That's so American of you,
Leonardo Messi. Like, congrats, my guy. I'll never see you ever on my television ever again. It's the truth. It's the truth.
Unless you're doing some fashion stuff, something, and it's Sandy watching.
I don't know, but look, overall, what do I expect of this week? I hope that the Bills win, and honestly, I hope that the Cowboys win.
So
I think
the matchup predictors is predicting that the Cowboys will win. Right now,
the thing is
51.2 Dallas, 48.8 San Francisco.
Why don't you come on like you said you was coming on and tell us what happened now? You said 15 minutes. This is why we started without you. Why don't you come on? What are you doing? What are you doing? 15 minutes.
Lucas is a handful.
Lucas is kicking Tank's ass. You are letting this baby kick your ass.
This man saying, "What am I doing?
Get on.
What am I doing?
Get on."
I can't hear a damn thing you say because I had to jump on and talk shit real quick. So I have all my settings are all jacked up. Hold on.
You're the worst. I don't understand.
It's so funny.
Why is it that every single time Tank comes on, all his stuff is always jacked up? His audio's jacked up.
Every time he restarts his computer, all his stream deck, his GoXLR, all this stuff goes on.
How many podcast, radio shows, news article things you doing, man? Look, don't you just leave it?
To be fair, he only does 6. He only does 6.
Why? Why mess with all of it? It's too much, man.
Because I have to change my settings when I do my editing, my video editing. Mm-hmm. I change my hotkeys when I do my Photoshop editing, and then I have to change it back so I can get my soundboard. So I'm only limited at 4 monitors. I need like 10. I need a whole nother computer,
dude. He's not lying. Like literally, I'm in his basement. He has all these monitors all over the place, and he's using all of them as we're going. Like, why is he doing this?
No.
Yes. We signed a petition to have Collinsworth call Mahomes game over again.
Yes, we never need to hear Collinsworth call another Mahomes game. Yes, I'll sign it right now.
Collinsworth sucks.
He does.
I don't know why
when he likes a player or when he likes a team, he's on it. Yeah. Like it's insane. Like, I mean, there's a lot of sexual innuendos, people like with the memes and stuff, like, with the writing and stuff like that. He goes so hard for it. Like I think somebody said like when Mahomes threw like some bad pass because obviously ankle, Collinsworth was like, oh my god, that was a heck of a play even with his injury, and then Trevor Lawrence throws a ball that was pretty on spot, maybe a little bit overthrown. He's like, oh, that ball was overthrown. Like it was in the dude's hands. He dropped it. You know what I mean? So, but it's like, that's the difference. It's like this guy threw a duck with a broken ankle and like amazing. This guy threw a great pass for like 60 yard, that deep pass that he threw and it was dropped. It was like, wow, overthrown. I was like, he's such a hater.
He congratulated Mahomes for a drop ball and got upset because Kirk dropped a 60-yard pass. Exactly what happened.
Yeah.
It's from the commentators. I literally cannot just listen to it, and it pisses me off listening to him. Like I can't.
Yeah, I agree.
That's like people hate Joe Buck. Mm-hmm. I don't mind Joe Buck, but people hate him more than anything.
I've seen worse. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Collins is way worse, but Buck is just annoying. It's a mix of
King
of hating and King Patrick.
Yeah,
did he really call him that? Oh my god!
That's really what he said.
I had no audio.
I didn't know that one.
I had no audio last night, man.
You know why I hate it more than anything? When Collinsworth does this. Hey, what's up, guys? Like, why the hell did you have to roll in? I don't even understand. At the beginning of every damn episode, he's rolling in.
I don't think I
like,
ever noticed.
Every single time they bring him in, and he just rolls in like, hey.
Old man thinks he's cool.
Like, what?
That's
Who
funny.
the hell cares?
Romo's good. Yeah, I like Romo. Yeah. If I could have Romo and Mark Sanchez in the same booth, that'd be great.
I think I like Troy Aikman more. Even though you do have a lot of Dallas love, but you know what? When they're bad,
he's too biased, man.
But it's Troy Aikman. It's just like it makes me feel okay for him to be biased for Dallas. He's Troy Aikman. It's like
I mean,
now here's a guy.
Tony Gonzalez. Yeah, Tony Gonzalez was pretty biased too.
Yeah.
You know,
but that's okay because when you're one of the greatest players in this
Thursday night.
When you're one of the greatest of all time,
Sherman, Mark Sanchez, and Romo, I'd be like, this is what I like right here.
That's solid. Is Tom Brady going to be good? Because he's got a 10-year contract coming up.
Who knows?
Is he going to be a good announcer?
Who knows?
I mean, there's a 10-year contract going to be over by the time he actually plays. And actually announce something. Like, it might be over. He might be 54 years old. Say, all right, first year of my contract, let's go. Like, it's over. What are you talking about?
Starts with dementia. All right. When I played soccer, like he just brings up random shit. Breaks down on camera. I'm sorry, Giselle.
All right.
That'd be terrible.
That'd be so bad.
So you said basically he'll be Terry Bradshaw.
Like, all right, move over, racist guy. Here comes a new one.
Oh my gosh.
So
you can't really think yellow though.
You really think today that the Niners are going to pull their 12th win today?
I believe that the Niners win. I believe the Niners win.
There's no way. In a row? No way, man.
I believe Purdy throws for 20 of 25, 20 of 26.
And don't forget the 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, 280 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Automatic.
Mm-hmm.
2 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's not about him. It's just him getting the guys the ball in space.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you got a system quarterback, but when it works, it works.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, does Dak throw interceptions? Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. You know what's crazy is a lot of it's going to have to be on Dak, and
the whole game.
Yes, Dak is not going to be back to back without an interception. Look, I just can't. That's a long streak. And under what's going on, here's the thing about Shanahan, and it's all Shanahan too. Mm-hmm. As much as I like Purdy, but let's look at all the other quarterbacks that have started under Shanahan. They've all been successful.
Yep.
And outside of Jimmy G, they've all been successful.
No, even Jimmy G. Jimmy G is made
it's all Shanahan.
To the Super Bowl. Yeah.
And I know there's the one guy already typing Trey Lance, but you can't really count that. Look, you go play in the monsoon. All right, and you come out.
I agree. That game didn't matter.
Every quarterback that's played under Shanahan has been successful.
Mm-hmm.
If they're not under Shanahan, it just seems like I don't know. I haven't seen a bad game under Shanahan, quarterback-wise. Like, yeah, they have some bad games, but most of them come out pretty good.
I think Purdy's going to have another good game this week. They lose to the Eagles next week, but he has a decent game. And then next season, do you give both of them equal chance, Purdy and Trey Lance? I think you do.
Whoa.
No, they're saying Jimmy. Hold on, Trey Lance. Jimmy G?
No, so
Jimmy G's going to be back.
Yeah, so he's going to be back, but he's not going to start.
No. You keep with the guy you're rolling with until he messes up. And that's the thing. That's what's going to happen with this guy. He's going to look after they lose at some point, okay, whether it's next year or whatever. Once Purdy loses, I think that's the whole shift change and the whole media and everybody's going to switch over. Because that's how we are quick to judge.
Now, if he wins 15 in a row, they literally will start calling him Tom Brady.
Yeah, but literally, but that'll be like last year. That'd be like last year. If he wins all these, right? Next year when he comes in, beginning of the season, he wins and he loses opening day, loses the following week, loses the third week. I think by week 4, if he has 4 losses, I think at that point they're like, okay, we might switch it up.
Yeah. Even Ford's being pretty like fair to it, because I would say if he loses 2 in a row, there's going to be a really good conversation for game 3. I think he play game 3, but then there's no way
you don't pull him.
But he has to make it to the 15 first.
If he wins the Super Bowl, he has 4 games next year. He has guaranteed himself 4 games.
Yeah, for sure, 4. But after the 4, it's like, okay, switch it up, throw in Trey Lance, because Jimmy G's not going to be there.
But can you imagine that never happening? This is the same. I remember talking about Tom Brady this exact same way. We talked about Tom Brady the exact same. I was 17 years old saying, Tom Brady, ain't no way in hell. Drew Bledsoe is a quality quarterback. He's young. He's going to lead the Patriots. Boy, was I wrong. Like, then the GOAT came out. Like, he's literally the greatest quarterback of all time. This could happen. This is not like we've never seen it before. We have.
Mm-hmm.
Now, C.J. Beathard didn't do too bad, though. As a backup, he did.
But then
Mullins came in. I know Mullins had a pretty good game once or twice.
But compared to Purdy,
no, but I'm just saying, like these guys were backups. Like compared to Purdy is probably one of the most crazy stories. Like,
I still believe it. I look at him, I'm like, that guy's not an NFL quarterback.
It's crazy to see, because if Jimmy G would never gotten hurt, Trey Lance would never gotten hurt. Like, the opportunity wouldn't have been here. We wouldn't be talking about this guy. We would not be talking about this guy at all. But I will see. But I don't think any coach. No, I already clicked on that. We'll see. I honestly think that they're going to make it. I don't think they're going to make it to the Super Bowl. At some point, they're going to lose, and it might be today. And I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. I kind of hope it's going to be today.
It could be against the Eagles. The Eagles that's a tough team. That's a team.
I hope Dallas wins. Eagles knocks out the Dallas, and then we'll see whatever happens on AFC. Because any one of those 3 teams, I'm okay with.
Yeah, that who's the Eagles are not gonna lose against either team playing today. Like Eagles can easily beat Cowboys or Niners. So for them, it's kind of like
I think so.
The Eagles not easily, but
no, I think the Eagles destroyed the Cowboys. The Niners might be a tough game, but they'll destroy the Cowboys, just like they destroyed the Giants. They'll just kill them.
Brian Griese, okay, I'll give him that. But has he always been under Shanahan the whole time?
He's been following them for years.
Because Matt Ryan was actually good with Shanahan, and then Shanahan left, and then Matt Ryan's career just sunk to nothing. Literally after that, when Shanahan left after 2016, Matt Ryan sucked.
Yep. I mean, you know what Shanahan is? He's learned from his mistakes. This is what Shanahan's done. He's learned from his mistakes. He knows when to run the ball now. He knows that he can't just continue to do these crazy plays. He's more balanced.
You know,
and that's why Brock Purdy might be better for him.
Jonathan's getting away with all this Cowboy hate all morning because them boys is not here to defend him. If them boys was here, and Jonathan, you know it, if them boys was here, the whole chat would be them two arguing in chat. He's getting away with murder tonight. Chrissy's only been there this year.
Brian,
okay, well, it's this year. I'm just saying, like, overall, every quarterback that's been under Shanahan has been doing okay. Definitely take away. If them boys is sleeping in today, that's his fault. Are the Get Right guys going on today?
I don't know. I didn't get a notification.
I didn't get one either.
I don't think they have in a while because I know they got sick. Well, they got sick. Mike had gotten COVID. So it's just been like they've been in a weird situation. I think their last video, I'm actually looking at it right now. The last video they put up was their Wednesday, the Check Down podcast, and that's the other guys.
Yeah, that's the other guys.
The other guys, yeah. 2 weeks ago, Mike went on. So yeah. I'm gonna send them a text today how they're doing. See how they're doing. If you're a Giants fan, do you pay Jones or Barkley? I think you
give Jones. You pay Jones $30 million a year, and you franchise Barkley.
I think so. I agree with that.
You don't do what Dallas did. You don't do what Dallas did when they paid Ezekiel and then had to pay Dak.
Yeah,
you don't do that. Franchise.
The thing is,
you deal with it.
They're too high in the draft to try and think about getting a QB in those earlier rounds because it's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Can they trade up?
In the 20s now.
I don't know what they have that they could trade, but could they trade up like that?
They can, but they only have a first and second. But then the other stuff is all trash. Like they have, all right, they have a first, second.
Hey, what's up, Anthony?
Okay, they have 2/3, but then they have a fourth, a fifth.
What's up? Game day.
2 6 and 3 7s. Hey man, we were just talking about.
I was saying he heard his ears.
Speak of the devil.
No, I'm glad you're doing good, man. I was getting worried about you. Just like if you're alive, I was actually going to shoot you a text after the show today.
That's what you just said. That's why I saw.
That's crazy.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So
I mean, I know his team. I know his team in the North that's taking all bids for anything they want. Anyone wants a high draft.
Yeah, I know that's why
they're taking them all.
But I mean, if Giants have anything worthwhile, I mean, from what Martin was saying, it doesn't really sound like. At least not
I don't
the first.
think they're going to be able to go up that high.
Yeah.
They're going to roll with Jones next year.
Yeah, no, I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Daniel Jones fits Dable perfectly.
Yeah.
So there's no reason to go anywhere else. And if you're paying Daniel Jones $15 million less than you're paying all these other great quarterbacks, and he's getting you similar results, cool. You pay him for what he is,
Bringing in another quarterback would only create more of a headache, not only to your team, but the players around those two and the media. It's going to be a big negative effect for the team if they don't run with Jones because Jones can get it done. We just seen it.
Yeah.
It just as long as the line is healthy, which we've seen, and as long as everything.
And their line is young now too, and so they're going to get better and better every year.
Right.
Yeah.
If between the two, it's going to be between Barkley or Jones. They're going to do Jones.
You take Jones.
And you like what Brian said,
you franchise Barkley, and then you bring Mitch Trubisky as your backup quarterback. I'm telling no, but think about it. That works perfectly for your team. Mitch Trubisky is a perfect backup quarterback for Daniel Jones.
He really is, man.
He literally is like made for it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you're good, and you don't worry about Saquon because you can franchise him twice.
I was gonna say, how many years can you franchise him?
He's 25, 26, but he's always injured. So I will go ahead and do that and then look for my next running back. Because look now.
And since they're in the 26th range, they can actually go after a running back at the time.
Yeah, exactly. If someone stupid, somehow Bijan Robinson falls to them, done.
I don't think I don't know. I think Bijan might go early.
I can see him
like not
early
top
20,
15.
2021.
Yeah, early 20s.
Yeah.
If they end up with like who's your boy? Evans? That's
I like Michigan's running back. What's his name? Blake Corum. I think Blake Corum is a good second round pick for them. And then you let him play with Saquon next year, and Blake Corum might take off. That would be exactly what you do. Now you can go ahead, you don't have to worry about Blake Corum, Saquon anymore. Giants got a good running back for another 5 years.
And
do it again.
Lucky you squeak it out. Yeah.
You do it again.
He's a good left tackle. I like him too. When he got hurt, I was like really disappointed. But he's really good. I like him. Last night showed they can't compete in the division with a Jones. Only reason they won a playoff game is because they had a super wildcat.
Well, because of Vikings.
Wild card, yeah. Though.
It was the Vikings,
The Vikings aren't a real playoff team. It was a joke.
Yeah.
He's just saying about.
But would you see all the hate that Dable's already getting in New York?
Well, they don't like him. We'll take
because he lost the game, so therefore they're like, oh, he's a horrible coach. It was like, what?
I'll
He
take
just
him
got you the
any
playoffs, man. Like,
Exactly. But there's certain cities that hate. You know, Chicago is one of them. You know, if somebody messes up
you
big,
win.
yes, you are.
No,
Chicago is one
if
of
you
them.
win,
We are.
if you
But-
win once
but-
for us, you are a god.
that's
forever.
the difference. Yeah.
But you lose the next week, y'all suck again.
No, Ditka
Nah.
has won one time, and he is like a guy. He's on the Mount
Legit.
Rushmore of fucking Chicago. It isn't not sports of Chicago. It's like,
Yeah.
it takes one. Phil Jackson can never buy a drink in Chicago. No matter, he can go to the South Side and into the blackest bar, and no one will ever allow him to pay for a drink. Everyone will be like, "Oh my god!" Like it doesn't matter where he goes. That's what I'm saying. Like when you win one for us, it's over.
Yeah. I think like Philly and New York, they're more like what you do for us lately kind of attitude. Especially Philly. I always think Philly.
They got rid of
like
Andy
that.
Reid.
Yeah.
Andy Reid. It's like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
dude,
But for hater cities, yeah, we're up there, but we also are good on the flip side, you know, when we win or do somebody does good. But yeah, I was kind of surprised. Like people like getting mad at Daboll. I was like, it's his first year and he took you guys to the divisional round or
with
like
no
what?
receivers. With
Well,
no receivers.
Yeah.
None. All your position, all your specialty team players were all gone.
I remember last year everyone was questioning Jones. Like, is that's it? Jones is he done? Like, is it over? You know, and then Daboll came in and is like, I can squeeze a little bit more out of him.
And he did.
Well, Jones' career has been really unfortunate, though. It's been an unfortunate career, to be honest. A lot of injuries with the line, basically since he's gotten there.
Yep. But they finally got it.
Multiple years.
I feel like they have the line that they need now. Next year they're going to be much better. All they need to go do is get one of these old receivers.
Receivers, yeah.
Go get one of those ones that no one wants. Bring in one of those old receivers here with your young guys and see what we got.
Hopkins.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Hopkins will go there and he'll be in the limelight. He still can, catch passes. Dan Jones will look so much better because now he has a number one receiver. He can run the ball. Saquon is still there. The line looks good. The defense is pretty good too. They'll need to draft a few guys, but they'll be fine. The Giants are going to be tough for the next couple of years. That division is going to be tough because Washington's going to get better.
Yeah.
That
speaking of though, like, because I also like Gibbs too. But he says, and if they don't get a quarterback, they'll be behind Washington with the development. I mean, maybe if they got some receivers, they want Ayuk and Deontay Johnson.
Just one. Just give them one young one, one old one. And then next, they're really good. And I don't know if they're behind Washington because of QB.
Classic doesn't want Hopkins. It was just what he's saying.
It's just an older guy. I'm talking about. Michael Thomas might get a good cut. Yeah. A guy who you could get for a third rounder or something like that. Why not go grab that?
Yeah, I heard Chicago might look for Tony P this free agency, and I don't know how true that is, but how do you guys feel about that?
We need a lot of help. But if we do not start at the line,
nothing else matters.
I don't want Tony Pollard just doesn't seem to me to be the answer. I would rather go pay David Montgomery $7 million to be here for another 3 years. He doesn't want to go anywhere. I could use him. We find our backfield. What we really need is make sure the line in front of him is blocking. So spend $7 million over there. Spend all the rest on your line, offense and defense.
They're one of the teams. The Chicago Bears are one of the teams that would piss me off this offseason if they don't fix one of their situations. The other team is the Colts. The Bears, if they don't fix the line, I'm going to be pissed off.
Yeah.
And I'm not even a Bears fan. If the Colts don't go out and get themselves a young QB, and I'm not even saying the draft, but I'm saying a younger, someone they could keep for a while. Stop getting these young. That's going to piss me off.
Come on, Colts.
Those are the two teams that if they don't fix it this season, I'm going to be pissed off.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I'm going to take a week off.
You know what? It doesn't even make sense for the Colts.
No, I'm serious. After the draft, if they don't fix it because they have the chance to do it in the free agency, and if they don't fix it on the draft, I'm going to take a week off.
The Colts need a left tackle, a left tackle, and a quarterback. And they could get a quarterback right now. They could go, come and do this draft thing. Let's do this. It needs to happen. And they're just wasting Michael Pittman. I think Michael Pittman is a number one. I know it's an argument saying he's a number two. I don't think he's a number two. I think he's a number one. Right. I think you need to give him a receiver. I mean, a quarterback to get them in the ball. He's only a receiver.
Anthony, the thing is, he's trying to say is an old receiver. I'm not
giving you specific names.
Yeah, I know. Mike, look, Michael Thomas, no. Hopkins, no. We're just saying an old.
Older
you give
receiver.
Us a receiver. How about that? You give us an old receiver. Right? I'm just saying in general. I agree with Brian. Okay, it doesn't happen often.
Something,
but someone older that's a veteran. And we're not going to give you another name because then you're going to say, "Well, that guy sucks." And blah blah blah. All right, Anthony. The point that Brian's trying to make is. You get you a young stud, an older receiver, the established receiver. Go with these young guys that we found out this year. That team changes. Don't say a name. Don't say a name because then Anthony's gonna trash on him too.
Oh man.
As long as y'all cut
white hair.
White hair should be a good start. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think you need to cut. He needs to stay there. Your left guard needs to stay.
Extended Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, we do that.
Him, and I think he's going to be great.
Yeah, I think JJ's going to do that.
Saints fan, I don't want to talk about Michael Thomas. Nobody wants to talk Michael Thomas. Nobody wants to talk about Michael. He's irrelevant. Nobody wants to talk about him.
Hey, he's relevant for about 4 weeks, and then he gets hurt again.
And then
he got 4 good weeks in him.
Well, give me a receiver, Anthony. Give me a receiver. Give me a receiver. And then we can compare the receiver you say.
And don't say Odell Beckham Jr. either.
Oh, gosh. Who do you think would be a good Anthony? Who would you think would be a good? This who you're giving me?
Marvin Jones.
Marvin Jones seems like a Giants wide receiver. I can see that.
I would like Deontay Johnson more than that. I mean, if you're talking about Marvin Jones on that level,
good.
Honestly,
it wouldn't surprise me if Marvin Jones is not a coach eventually.
I think that he is.
Oh yeah.
It would not surprise me if Marvin Jones after the NFL does not become a coach.
He might cost you more money though. I'm saying something that's going to. I mean, money's not even the problem. He's going to cost you years.
What do you mean years?
Years. So like, these guys, I'm talking about a rental for a year and a half. A year and a half rental. You know what I'm saying? Like a guy that you don't have to go pay anything for.
He's old.
If he's a Giant,
Marvin Jones is what? 30...
He's 32. He's old as hell.
He's 32.
He's on his way out.
So you got 2 years. Yeah, Marvin Jones Jr. could be 2 years.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like he's.
I see 2 years. Yeah. You only had he had
less than 600 yards. A lot.
Less than 600 yards. But did that help you? Then you need to go ahead and get Deontay Johnson too. Right. You have to go get a real wide receiver too. Because though I don't believe Washington's ahead of you in the quarterback thing, they're definitely ahead of you in wide receivers.
Why? No, Deontay Johnson. No, that's no. He's no.
You don't like Deontay Johnson from Pittsburgh?
Not as a veteran.
No. I said a veteran and then a young stud. I think Deontay Johnson could be that young stud.
If you bring on.
So you're saying both? That's going to cost a lot of money, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to spend money.
Well,
I think
Marvin Jones is cheap though.
Yeah,
you can get him cheap.
I think Deontay is looking like $21 million. I'd rather pay him than pay Saquon.
I say Jones and then look into the draft again because Isaiah Hodgins seems to be something special right now.
Well, are you going to be able to get anything? Because you already have a 26, I
don't know.
You're way down there.
Yeah. They're in the 26th spot, but receivers might have a stronger chance. What if they go get JSN? I'm not saying the first round. I don't think that's going to be their spot. And if JSN ends up there, I'll be surprised. Honestly, I think
he's not falling that far. He's not falling that far. JSN's top 20 pick.
But I think
you can trade up to get that. You could.
That's a likelihood. But I think the Giants are going to go defense first. They might get themselves a linebacker or something, and then go back to offense. I'm not sure, but yeah. I'm still clinging onto 2018. Well, stop. Hey, just let it go. Just Jonathan, just let it go. Stop. You're only hurting yourself, my friend. Just let it go. It's okay. Cup or Jettas might fit well with the Giants.
Cup is not. I don't know if Cup's going to go anywhere.
Okay. The Vikings are not going to get rid of that guy. So,
yeah.
And Cup, no.
Vikings out on the Thielen forever. I mean, they got his replacement. JJ's going to retire.
Do the same thing with him.
Yeah.
Marvin Jones is the top 5 receiver in Madden league right now at 40. Okay. All right, John. Now we're talking craziness, all right? How is it that in Madden,
I don't know how.
This player is still in the league? Do you have a setting where they don't retire?
Hey, Josh Downs out of North Carolina is who they're saying that the Giants will pick. The 5'10 receiver, 5'10, 171 receiver from North Carolina.
That the Giants?
Yeah. First round.
No. I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Receiver wise, I don't think.
They're saying the first pick will be receiver, second pick will be cornerback, third pick will be receiver again.
So first pick would be receiver?
Yep.
And then corner,
second round, and then receiver again, third round. They have 2 third rounds, so they go receiver and then offensive guard.
I don't like that.
And then they go running back. They don't go running back to the 4th round.
I think they want I don't think they do that, man. I don't know. Honestly,
Sean Tucker's interesting. Sean Tucker is an interesting choice.
I think they're still trying to replace what's his face, the linebacker that went to the Raiders and then the Raiders cut him. Help me out. Blake Martinez.
Yeah, Martinez in.
Honestly, I would absolutely love if Trenton Simpson went there. If Trenton Simpson went to the Giants,
that would be interesting. That would really be good.
I would love for that.
I think the Giants also should be looking late in the draft. They should be looking at quarterback too. You don't have to. You say with Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
But like, what's Tua's brother?
Oh, I don't know.
From Maryland. I mean, I saw him a lot this year because of the Big Ten.
Is he? No.
Isn't he?
No.
It should be. He.
That's too far in the. I don't know. I don't know. You're talking about like round 7?
Yeah, it's gonna be like round 6 or 7. It's gonna be really.
I don't think he's in this year, is he? I thought he was going the following year. Am I wrong? Was he a sophomore?
He's a redshirt sophomore, so it's his 3rd year.
Maybe. I don't know. Hold on.
I don't know.
DJ Chark might be good. Lions might look to move him with Williams healthy unless they want depth. Okay. Yeah, no, I agree. No, him and Stroud on the Jets are the new Brady and Moss. Don't ask me why. All right. That's a bold prediction, Cotton. But okay. They got Breida. Don't need a running back. And he said he's returning for another year.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Speaking of Jets, maybe Corey Davis. He seems like a very Giants type.
He won't be in the draft. Yep, you're right. 4 days ago, he said it.
You think so? I don't see it, man. Corey Davis is the biggest disappointment of a first rounder I've ever seen. Him and the receiver that played for like 3-4 teams, starts with the T. Played with the Falcons for a little bit, played with the Vikings for a little bit.
Oh, I know you're talking about. Oh my God!
It's not Tranquil. I want to say Tranquil, but it's Trey something.
Tradewell.
Yeah, there you go. That guy.
Yeah,
that guy. Horrible disappointment. Tulia?
Yeah, Tulia. Tagovailoa. Yeah.
He's returning to Maryland. Well, yeah, Jonathan beat you. Jonathan beat you too, Braden.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hold on. It's not fair. I got to look at YouTube for who did it first because we've had this issue before. Oh, I said it first. My comment went through first. Let me check the timestamps. Yeah, Jonathan beat you still.
He still beat him. Yeah.
He still beat you. Braden, you're losing your touch. No, I look.
Laquan Treadwell was a waste of a pick. I've never seen anything that has that much talent and did that little in entire career.
Yeah, he was just
that bad.
No,
yeah. And you know who's next? Hold on, wait.
No, I mean he's not the worst.
Tutu Atwell wasn't a first rounder, was he?
Atwell, no, I don't think he was the second.
I don't think he was. I think he was a second rounder, right?
Yeah, I think he was the second round.
See, I don't think he was a first rounder. No way. Tutu Atwell. We're talking about bust today now. Tutu Atwell from LA. I can't even see when he was drafted. Drafted. I don't know. But there's some receivers that kind of come in and then they're just like, just horrible, man. Just horrible. Absolutely horrible. 57th overall, second rounder. Right? Yeah.
We got
second round pick. Yeah, thank you, Brad.
Roddy White.
Yeah. So what happened if Tua can get hurt again next year? What do you do? Honestly, I would retire. As if I was Tua, I'd retire.
He's 24 right now. Or he's 23 right now. He's going to be 24.
I'd retire.
Oh,
How many?
But
How
as
many
for the
concussions he had
Miami's
this year?
organization, you respect what Tua says. If there's at some point that you just like, you know what, guy, I don't want to be responsibility for your entire life.
I don't think you can as a team.
That's
You
what I'm
can't
saying.
say it.
You
Say,
have
I
to
can't.
respect what he wants.
Mhm.
Because
But I
ultimately
can't
it's going to
insure
be
you.
his decision.
I said I can't insure you, man. I just can't.
Yeah.
But we're talking about
Anymore.
first round wide receiver bust. We take the cake with Kevin White. Kevin White was
Mhm.
probably the worst wide receiver I've ever seen. I mean, what the hell?
He played. I'm like, did he ever play a game? He played a game.
He played a couple of games.
Yeah. And
That's it.
Never in a row, I think, either. Like,
He
it was always
played more
one
for
and
the
a year
Saints.
off.
He played one more for the Saints than he played for anyone for the Bears.
So, what did Tua say? Tua tweeted out, "When one chapter ends, another begins. Proud of this last one. Excited for the next one." That was his tweet.
Yeah, I think he meant years.
Mhm.
You think like this season or something like that?
This season,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people are like looking at it like, "Oh, he's done with the football chapter." I don't mean, how many concussions he had? He had 2 concussions this year, right?
It was 4. 2 in the same week, man.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's right.
And the first one was ruled as an ankle back. Get out of here, man.
My back.
And his eyes are like bouncing around. I was like, yeah.
That was a freaking concussion. So
that sucks.
It's hard to work and research. Yeah, but you know what? That's what makes you, man. You're the greatest. I'll never dub the guy in the chair to anybody
Never
else.
doubt him.
Unless someone beats you like multiple times.
I mean, listen, you were late by a couple seconds.
Yeah,
So,
then I would question you. But other than that, Braden, you're here all the time. I mean, Mike don't care. He's ripping a vape while yeah. Yeah, he was. You were like, was he? I don't know, but then I don't know. It was hilarious. I saw that, man. Kevin White was great for the Saints. But so speaking of White,
no, he wasn't.
Look, just because he was a Falcon, all right. He was a great receiver. Speaking of, where's it at?
He was probably looking for his Roddy White jersey.
No, I wish I had one, to be honest. I wish I had one. Where'd I put it? Damn. I was gonna show it to you guys.
Yeah, Roddy White bobblehead.
No, comic book.
What?
Comic book?
Yeah. Where the? Hold on. I think I have it behind you.
Oh,
I want to see this.
Where NFL Game Day said, this is what, an hour ago, that Mahomes suffered a high ankle sprain in last night's win over the Jags, but vowed I'll be good to go for next week's AFC title game.
That's literally what I told Martin was going to happen. Exactly what I said was going to happen.
There's no way. I mean, that dude can have his foot ripped off and they'll just spit and gum and stick it back on and like.
Did you see how pissed off he was at Andy Reid?
Yeah,
Look,
yeah, that was such a.
You're not taking me out of this game. I'm playing.
Yeah, yeah, that was interesting, man. Yeah, he was on a. Yeah, he went. Yeah,
Andy couldn't just. He realized it is his team, but he's like, I'm still got to be the coach, so I can't just let you just do whatever the hell you want to do. So you can't play after halftime.
This level, yeah. I was like, he goes, this is how much of your team it is. This is how much of the team it's mine. So shut up.
So, he's still after halftime. Guess who came out?
Yeah. Yeah, he comes half running with a gimp on it. Like, I was like, oh no.
It was like you ever play NFL Game Day when they tear their hamstring like, ugh.
Well, that's what there's that one video I forgot of whatever Green Bay player in Madden where he ran for 60 yards and he's like limping. Like somebody like super imposed Mahomes is the back of his jersey and like that was Mahomes running yesterday.
Exactly what it was.
And all the players diving and missing.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You can't find it?
It's downstairs. It's downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I brought it up thinking I had it, but it's downstairs. I think. I don't know. I'm not about to search for it right now. But remind me though, it was a comic book. It was Matt Ryan, Roddy White. Yeah.
Like Super Friends? Like
no, so I got it yesterday. Well, it was a gift. It was a belated birthday present. So yeah, so it came with really cool Venom Pop and gave me two comic books from the NFL.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'll show you later.
I know the NFL started making Funko Pops.
Yeah,
and I was looking for a Josh Allen one. Mm-hmm. That's so hard to find. It was everywhere. It was sold out, like back ordered. I was like, damn, really?
I've been trying to find one myself. Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
That's my guy right there. I don't know. Yeah. I can't find it. I can't find it.
It's not easy to find.
Yeah, you got it on eBay, but then the problem is the price is all jacked up.
Yeah, it's like, when they say $50, I'm like, $50 for what?
Yeah,
I said jersey.
Yeah, some of those Funko stuff were crazy.
Yeah, so I don't know where you guys left off on comics, but
I think we just brought them down. So yeah, whatever one. No, we haven't. Probably go there. Oh no, that's that one we talked about.
Oh, so you guys left off.
Yeah, we didn't really.
Yeah, 3 games in, then back to our practice squad.
That's the most games he played in a row. Congratulations, Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
He says it's a campfire. I mean, that's how you feel about it. I'm sorry you feel that way, bro. I'm sorry. But when he was with us, he was fine. Did y'all see the clip of Marshall game? Every time he threw the pass and the old line picked him up and carried him down to the field.
You know who that is, right? That's Byron Leftwich. That's Byron Leftwich. Byron Leftwich broke his leg in the Marshall game. And the O-line carried him the entire way. And he kept throwing the ball and threw for a touchdown. Byron Leftwich, the old OC for
no, I know who Brian Leftwich. I can't remember that clip.
I remember seeing that coming out of the draft. I was like, that's a dude. That's a guy that you play for. You know, Byron Leftwich is that guy.
Oh, he's an awesome guy, too.
He's amazing. Like, so, yeah. Don't just remember it. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. I remember this had to be like, what, 17 years ago? 16 years ago?
I mean, he's known to be on the Jags. I know that. But he played for
Marshall. He went to Marshall.
Yeah, it was his college years.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was crazy, man. They literally carried him to the line. That's crazy.
And the thing is, he threw touchdowns,
and he kept throwing. Yeah, it's not like, oh, we need to carry you to the line just to spike it. He's like, no, I'm gonna throw it. It's like, what?
I found an article and I'll probably read it later on tonight.
It's pretty awesome. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, here's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably read it tonight though.
2002.
He broke his shin.
Yeah. I'll probably read it tonight.
I watched the video clips and everything. It was cool.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, I don't know. I'm thinking I'm gonna go back to topic here today. I think Dallas.
Who's winning? Yeah, exactly.
I think Dallas. I want Dallas to win. That's gonna be both these games are gonna be really close, really good.
Yeah.
I think, but I'm picking the Bills, and I'm picking the Cowboys.
All right, Tank, what you got?
Bills, and man, I really don't have like a favorite between the Niners and Cowboys, but I kind of want to see the Cowboys win. And then because I just want to see the Cowboys fans get excited and then it just get completely ripped away from them so aggressively like next week. It was like, they're like, oh, we have a chance. And then the Eagles just completely destroy them. Like that last little bit of hope before you get annihilated. So that's why I want the Cowboys to win this week. But yeah.
I say the 49ers are still going to win. 49ers are going to win, and they were going to win by 10.
Okay, 10?
By 10. 27-37 San Francisco. Because they can do it running. They don't even Brock Purdy can have a bad game, and they can run the ball. And he only throws the ball to George Kittle.
Yeah.
And Debo scores 2 touchdowns, and Christian McCaffrey.
It's hard to go against the Niners, just and their defense have so much skill everywhere.
Their defense is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just the thing is 12 games in a row. I don't know. I can't see 12. 12 games in a row. That's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Hey, 2 games in a row for Dallas. I can't see that. I don't know. Against good competition.
Yeah. Like them winning 2 playoff games in a row. They
have done that since 1990.
Jonathan says
1992.
San Francisco and Buffalo. Sadly, I'm picking the Bills with my brain and Bengals with my heart.
I understand that.
Yeah. Purdy can have a bad game and win.
That can't. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Hufanga should not have been first team All Pro. He's good, but not that good. Okay.
I mean,
he's good as a rookie. He's
good enough to be. He's good enough to be an All Pro. I think.
He surprised me this year.
Or at least he's definitely good enough to be a Pro Bowler. And once you be able to get on that list, it's whatever.
Yeah. So, anyways, is there anything else to say? You guys?
No. I mean, I think that this is going to be interesting, fun games to watch.
Yeah.
But honestly, I would pick Cincinnati if their line was totally together. Without a right guard and left tackle, that's a lot.
But we've seen them be successful without a good line, though.
Yeah, but those are the 2 guys they got.
Yeah,
and it was against the Bills.
I think it's still going to be a fun game to watch. I think especially you just get the ball in either of those quarterback hands and see what they do is going to be fun for the whole game. It's going to be a fun game. It's probably the most excited out of this whole weekend I am for all the games. Yeah. So
I don't know, just something about 49ers, Cowboys just brings me back to the 90s.
It is a throwback.
It's nostalgic. I'm going to sit there. I got my Jerry Rice jersey. That's why I didn't put a jersey on today. So I don't break out the Jerry Rice jersey unless there's no chance of food getting on it. Nothing. I sit down and everything has to be exactly right.
It stays in its case.
Exactly. So, but that's why I'm wearing. I'm going all 49ers today.
All right. Okay.
I wouldn't be mad if they do win. Okay. Like I said, either way, Eagles kills either of those teams next week, I think.
We'll see.
You see, I remember the best tight end in the league, not named Kelsey, is Kittle.
Yeah.
And the best left tackle in the game is in San Francisco.
That's true.
In the middle of their line, they've shown that they're right there next to the Eagles as guard, center, and guard. So then you got Debo. Then you got Christian McCaffrey.
I was gonna say CMC.
Brady Ayuk. You have all these things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun for the rest of the playoffs because, again, I said either of these teams I'm okay with. I want to see how far they can actually go. I'm okay with any of these teams in the Super Bowl, to be honest. Like, if there's a first time where there's a certain team like I don't want them in, and that already happened week 1, and that was the Buccaneers. That was the one team I just did not want in, and they were out. Everybody else on the whole playoff bracket, I was okay with.
No, Vikings. I thought they were pretenders so much. I was so happy the Giants.
I mean, I wanted to see how far they would have gone, just to ruin their draft pick. But we'll see. But other than that, though, guys, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're gonna get a jersey here pretty soon. Once we get 300, so I'll be doing that. Check these two gentlemen out. They're on here every day doing movies and TV shows reviews. So check them out. That's on the other channel. Yeah,
Spoiler Kings.
The Spoiler Kings. Yeah, I had a brain for it. So other than that, though, Tuesday Brian will come on with his Bear Show on the Nerd Huddle channel. So
from Denver, because I'm going to be in Denver.
Oh, yeah.
I have to fly to Denver tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
Oh, Jesus. So. You're still going to do it?
Most likely.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, you'd just be in a hotel room or something, right?
Yeah. I actually might bring my green screen.
Get out. You're such a liar.
Fold it up like a blanket. That's all you need. That and a couple clips.
I got 2 clips. I mean, hey, I'm gonna be like
2
Mark.
Thumbtacks onto the wall. The green screen. This guy, man.
Just trying to be like you, man. That's all.
Hey.
I mean, you're dedicated. The whole house. I mean, that's just amazing.
You're
the
stupid.
Whole house being green.
You're stupid. We're ending. That's a dumb joke. All right, guys. We'll see you guys around. We'll see you guys Tuesday on Brian's show on the Nerd Huddle. And then Wednesday, I will be back talking more rookies and hopefully Gridiron Heights until they stop or whatever. But we're going to figure out more of the tight ends. Who do we got this week? We did Sam Laporta and Dalton Kincaid. We'll do Luke Musgrave and Darnell Washington.
I watched. I like both of those.
All right, cool. But yeah, Crypto, what's up? We're just ending it. So Bengals are going to absolutely humiliate the Bills. Oh, that's an interesting take. I'm looking forward to San Francisco Dallas game, which should be a shootout. Okay. That's a good. Okay,
that's interesting. I mean, I would believe that if they had, or I have an easier time believing if they had a line. Not having your line is just a big thing. You don't believe me? Ask Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
He ran 500 yards without going anywhere.
That's interesting. Again, now going to be a good game to watch.
They have a lot.
They're both going to be fun games today, though.
Yeah. If the Bills lose, I'm going to be a little sad about that, but it is what it is.
We'll see. I think Josh Allen might lose his damn mind.
Well, I'm a Josh Allen fan. Look, I said the Bills were going to take it at the beginning, and I still have a bet since the beginning of the season. So
here's the thing: if the Bengals do beat the Bills, I almost guarantee they'll beat the Chiefs. I feel like they have the Chiefs numbers. The number. I just feel like they have it.
Yeah.
Especially with the injured Mahomes.
But Crypto, that's a good take, man. I like it. Let's end the show on that.
Come back next week so you can tell us how wrong we were for picking Bills.
Just come on Tuesday. Go. I don't know. Wednesday.
Come Tuesday, definitely.
Wednesday we'll be here.
Tuesday,
if you
Wednesday.
Don't come on Tuesday. Yeah, it's we'll be here all week. But yeah, other than that though, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys and hopefully we'll see you soon as we hit 300 and we give out that jersey. And that is it for today. Good luck if you guys have any DFS bets or whatever, any parlays. I hope you guys all win out. So we'll see you guys around. Later, guys.